kick a hole in the speaker, pull the plug, then I jet back to the lab like they did again. The hooligans are taking over. Look at the new slogan, keep on making me hot, and soon the roof's open. The proof is in the potion, the juices are flowing. It's all good when we toasting like 2 cups of Moet. We can take a cruise to the ocean. You can sleep but you'll lose if you snooze. Then I step out the jam. I have to make a move like hooligans stand tall. They stand tall. They stand tall. Hooligans stand tall. They stand tall. They stand tall. We stand tall like a bunch of hooligans, and we came here to win. Gotta make the people understand. We came here to win, and we stand tall. I have to make a move like come on, 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 come on. Hooligans stand tall. They stand tall. They stand tall. Hooligans stand.
What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. Going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. I want to give a huge shout out to Michael. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. We're going to be starting with a video titled Deputy AG to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell amid search for answers in Epstein case. I guess they're all hanging out right now. I don't know if they're having margaritas or not, but they might be. Then we got a video titled Alina Habba saying this is unacceptable, giving a couple details on why they think they're trying to out her out in New Jersey. Then we got a video titled Khalil repeatedly refuses to condemn Hamas. We've been saying that these are pro-Hamas protesters, and people argue, no, that's not true. Yeah, it is fucking true. Then we got Jasmine Crockett sounding dumber than ever. It's titled, if not for gerrymandering, Dems would be in charge to subpoena the Epstein files. So she wants the Epstein files, and she's claiming that Republicans are cheaters. Then we got our midlife break. This was provided by Stoner. It's titled Crybaby. Then getting back into the news, Alligator Alcatraz. How much will it cost Florida in order to run the detention center? I think they're trying to demonize how much it's going to cost to run Alligator Alcatraz. But making $125 an hour sounds pretty fucking good. So I don't know. It's kind of like a job help kind of video. Then we got a video titled Human Trafficking, How Border Crosser Children Suffered Under Biden's Open Border Policies, talking about potentially 500,000 children just missing right now. Then we got a video titled Illegal Border Crossers Arrested at Loxley Elementary School. And this is kind of a funny video because we've seen a lot of businesses get raided by ICE and bust illegals, and then the employers don't get in any trouble even though they're supposed to. And I keep saying I think they don't get in trouble because they're going to go hire more illegals. Well, this is the second time illegals have been busted at this same construction site, so I think that's really what they're doing. Then we got a video titled Tulsi Gabbard doubles down on Obama treason allegations, saying that there is a whistleblower that came forth. Then we'll be wrapping up the news with Lefties Losing It. This one's titled Hollywood's Radical Left Begs for Return of Kamala. We don't need those problems. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We'll be opening today's door of the Advent calendar sent to us by Tori Wayne. And we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Some Are Worried About This. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Simply Witchy, and it's titled How I Feel. All of that's coming up next, but first, we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Snooks? What's up, Tin Man? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Russell? What's up, Live Review? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being here over on the website. And what is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Ghostly, you were first today. Nah, I appreciate you racing in chat, and happy freedom to you, Ghostly. Totally just realized I didn't have my ice pack. I'm going to have to go grab that. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Stoner? What's up, Slide Dog? What's up, Beck Frank? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being over on Rumble. What is up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rappy, if I can get you all ready? What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Colty? Appreciate you sliding through. You hooligans, hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page. What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Tony Rich? What's up, TBD? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone over on the commie platform? Mr. Satan, you were first over here. What's up, Tube Steak? Happy freedom to you. Happy freedom to both of you. What's up, Toy Mafia? Russell, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Techno Glitch? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone watching over on X? Happy freedom to you. I am still working on that chat situation. Haven't figured out a solution quite yet, though. Either way, let's go ahead and get into things. Like I said, Deputy AG to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell amid search for answers for the Epstein case. Now, apparently they're meeting like right now, and they're saying it could take all day. I wonder what they're offering her for information, though. They're being kind of cryptic about the whole thing. I assume tomorrow we're going to have a follow-up on this situation where we can actually hear what they talked about. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, we have these Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity for him to help you, or to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers, dog tags, and we even made steel tumblers out of this design. Today I am melting in my Hooligan 2A tank top. We got lots of items and lots of designs over in the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
Sources tell ABC News the Department of Justice is expected to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell today, Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator. It comes as the Wall Street Journal reports that Attorney General Pam Bondi informed President Trump back in May that his name appears multiple times in the Epstein files. ABC's Perry Russum has this update from Washington.
It was just 2 days ago the Department of Justice announced it was planning to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell, and sources tell ABC News that meeting is happening today and could last all day.
Do you have anything to say today?
Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche today walking into the U.S. Attorney's office in Tallahassee, Florida, where sources tell ABC News he's expected to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator. Blanche is President Trump's former criminal defense attorney and says he wants to know if Ghislaine Maxwell has information about anyone who has committed crimes against victims. Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence for her role in enticing and recruiting underage girls to be sexually abused by Epstein. She was sentenced 3 years ago and has been trying to get out on appeal ever since. Her attorney today.
We're looking forward to a productive day.
The Wall Street Journal reports Blanche and Attorney General Pam Bondi informed President Trump back in May his name appears multiple times in the Epstein files. ABC's Catherine Falders asking Trump last week if Bondi told him his name was in the file.
Did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
She's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen.
ABC's Mary Bruce pressing again the next day.
Is your name in these files, Mr. President? Is that why they aren't being fully released?
Let's go. Thank you.
Bondi says nothing in the files warranted further investigation or prosecution, adding, as part of our routine briefing, we made the president aware of the findings. The Wall Street Journal reports other high-profile names are also in the Epstein files, but appearing in them is not a sign of wrongdoing. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Okay, so more or less they're trying to say that President Trump was lying about knowing his name was in the files and all of that stuff. Either way, I am interested to see what Maxwell's going to say, and her attorney was there and mentioned that they're looking forward to a productive day. Well, she's serving 20 years in prison. So what kind of productive day are they talking about? I wonder what they're offering Maxwell, because they're saying that she's been trying to get out on appeal, and now this is happening. Like I said, I assume tomorrow we will have a follow-up on this topic. Coming up next, we got Alina Habba saying this is unacceptable. They're going to be talking about why they think that everyone's gunning for her to lose her job out in New Jersey. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about everybody going to visit Maxwell. What's up, hair juicer? Happy freedom to you. Water drinking ass. Yeah, because you gave me bloody diarrhea, buddy. I don't know what the fuck was in that jar of hot sauce. When I tested it on the live, it was not that big of a deal. Yesterday, I made taco bowls, and I was like, well, you know, probably be okay. So I dumped half the jar in the taco bowl, and I stirred it all up. And as soon as I took that first bite, I was just like, oh, no. Oh, no. I was like, this shit is going to be hot, but I can't waste food, so I ate the whole thing. I was hurting when I woke up today. I had back labor and all kinds of shit going on. That was some rough ass sauce here, juicer. I don't know what the hell's in it, but it was good. It's just a little hot. It was a little hot. What's up, guys? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Matt Rogers? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, I'm gonna tag here, juicer, in a post on X and say, who gave me bloody diarrhea? This fucking guy. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy freedom to you. Rappy, I was shocked to hear about Hulk Hogan. May he rest in peace. Yeah, I guess he had cardiac arrest. I guess he had a bunch of health problems, and it just became too much. I didn't realize he had health problems. The way he was out there flexing during the campaign season with President Trump. What's up, Payne? Happy freedom. What's up, Dusto? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Electric Hammer? Happy freedom. Electric Hammer, they're ushering people out like the Biden admin. Also, Bondi has an infamous black eye. I haven't seen her with a black eye yet. Is she joining clubs and stuff? Is that what's happening? What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom. Bill Clay, I'm still watching and listening to Ozzy tributes. Yeah, it's been a rough week. Heard you say that shit is so hot, I can't believe you ate that bite. I ate half the damn jar last night. What is in it? Like, what is the hot stuff in it? Whatever's hot in there is very hot. It was like, I don't know. It's like getting stung in the asshole by a scorpion. It's just rough. 10 man, I swear, it was rough. I was praying heavily earlier today. What's up, my feed? Happy freedom to you. Oh, alright, Electric Hammer. Yeah, I appreciate that. What's up, Guess Who? What's up, Brad? Happy freedom. Guess Who? They said he died last month in the hospital due to complications from a back operation. Who? Hulk Hogan? That's the first I've heard of that. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Conspiracy Queen? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Vinny C? Happy freedom. Keep trying to check the X chat, but it's not there. What's up, Mac Daddy? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, 10 man, I ate half the jar. I just dumped it in there and stirred it up and was like, this will be fine. And I took that first bite and I knew I had made some mistakes. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, we got Alina Habba. We got Gessam's girlfriend coming up next. It's titled, This is Unacceptable. She's going to be talking about why she believes they're gunning for her out in New Jersey. Come on, do the thing. There we go. Get Alina Habba. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And let's get into this.
And she joins us now. So are they trying to take you out because you indicted a Democrat for assaulting an ICE officer?
It sure sounds like it, Jesse, doesn't it? I mean, would it be the first time that anybody's been attacked for doing their job and doing it well? Look, I have to tell you something, Jesse. I think anybody that's known me in this public sphere for the last 4 years knows I'm not a coward to a fight. So I have obviously been doing my job. I do my job irrespective of who you are, what your politics are. That's what I said when I swore on my oath in that Oval Office in the picture you just showed. So I'll continue to do so.
Have you ever heard of vetting migrants over Zoom? I mean, what are you supposed to say? Are you a bad hombre? Well, I don't see any tattoos on your neck. I don't know what's underneath there because I can't see you from the neck down, but come on in.
Jesse, 1.4 million individuals that have came into this country illegally currently have administrative orders, which means they went through due process in this country to be deported. We don't do Zoom calls. We go through due process. And once you are given an administrative order to be deported, ICE agents have a job, and that job is to follow the order. They will do so. They will continue to do so. And trying to effectively dox our ICE agents is unacceptable, exceptionally when 600,000 of those individuals have criminal backgrounds. So maybe we're supposed to wait until they shoot somebody who's sitting with his girlfriend who happens to be a CBP patrol agent who's off duty by the GW bridge. Maybe we're supposed to wait for that to go get them out of the country, but I don't think so. That's not our job as federal law enforcement. And frankly, the Attorney General should be in line with backing the blue, which we are.
All right, Alina Habba, good luck over there in New Jersey. We'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Click.
Okay. So they think they're gunning after Alina Habba. Habba is like retaliation because of the stunt the Democrats pulled over there at the ICE detention center in Newark. I can't ever remember the mayor's name, but he was charged with trespassing. They dropped those charges. Then they went after LaMonica. Oh, what is her name? McIver. That's what it is. LaMonica McIver, and she's still facing charges. So they're saying, well, they don't like this. She's sticking her nose in their business, so they're retaliating. Well, it's too bad. She's getting backed up by the White House, so she gets to continue her job. Next up, Khalil repeatedly refuses to condemn Hamas. This is Mahmoud Khalil, who was in a detention center, and now he's wandering around free, kind of like Kilmar Garcia. I don't know. They keep saying, oh, these are terrible people. These are either terrorists or terrorist sympathizers, and then they let them out of jail. I don't get that. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about Alina Habba. Guess I need a smoke now. Yep, your girlfriend's hot. She's all on the TV and stuff. The long neck of justice. 10 man, I don't mess with hot stuff. I know better. Yeah. I was hooting while I was eating that bowl of fucking lava. That's what it was. It was tearing me up. I don't know how I slept, because when I woke up, I was hurting. Thank you so much, Get Some, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Get Some. Thank you so much for the support. It says, Alina Habba, please marry me. Ah, she's going to. You know she's going to say yes. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. Electric Hammer, Bondi has a torn cornea. Seems sus to me. I wonder how she did that. And that wiener catches you in the face unexpectedly, I guess. What's up, Dennis? Happy freedom. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom to you. We got to get these likes up, hooligans. What's up, Free the Texan? Happy freedom to you. Miss saying, yeah, half the jar. That's what got me. I don't know what I was thinking. Making bad choices. Kevin, Ric Flair is taking it really bad, and he just had cancer surgery. I thought Ric Flair was dead. Damn. Crazy. Yeah, the Hulk Hogan kick in the bucket is affecting a lot of people. What's up, Blue Review? Happy freedom to you. 10 man, very carefully. Red. Really? Biden using Zoom? Well, and I thought it was kind of weird that Alina Habba was saying that we don't use Zoom calls, we do due process. You can do due process over Zoom calls. So, like, I don't know what she was specifying, but Americans go through due process through Zoom calls. That happens a lot because it's a lot easier to set up a camera and a mic and all that shit. and do a Zoom call with the courthouse than it is to put you in shackles and then transport your ass to the courthouse, especially if they have a lot of people that have to be arraigned and stuff like that. They'll just do it over Zoom calls. So I'm not sure what Alina Habba was talking about when she mentioned the Zoom calls. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom to you. Techno, he survived neck surgery last week, but died from cardiac arrest today. Now he's up in heaven wrestling with old buddies. R.I.P. Hulk, Andre, Randy, and the rest of the old timers. Absolutely, Techno. Conspiracy Queen, let me tell you something, brother. That hot sauce is hot. It is hot. I'm trying to forget about it. It was hurting me. It touched me right in the no-no spot early in the morning. What's up, Mike Engel? Happy freedom. Hit that thumbs up for Jeff's rear end. Yeah, for real. I have to sit on 2 ice packs today. What's up, Johnny? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Lefty Lucy? Happy freedom to you. 10 man put the TP in the freezer. I'm saying I should dip it in water and freeze it really quick. Be good to go. Cool off. They make dude wipes or whatever. I might have to invest in that. What's up, Stoner? Happy freedom. You think the jab got him? It could be. What's up, Jane Gulu? Is that how you say it? Jane Gulu? Gulo? Happy freedom to you either way. Anyways, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, Mahmoud Khalil repeatedly refuses to condemn Hamas. I can't believe they let this person out of jail. Well, he wasn't in jail. He was in an ICE detention facility. And they said, well, we need to release him because his baby's been born and he just wants to be a dad. Really? He's doing fucking interviews and hanging out with protesters and shit. I don't know. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommiTube. And let's get into this.
And, the administration has made it very clear that if you're here on a visa, you come in, if you want to study, that's totally fine. But if you're going to come here, you hate our country, you want to cause problems, you want to leave anti-Semitic protests in the middle street, that's off limits. So Mahmoud Khalil was one of the first people that the administration said, look, we're going to revoke your visa. A judge got involved with that, and now he's back on the street. He was given the opportunity yesterday to bring some context to all the comments that he's been shouting in the middle of the street. Will he at least not even talk about condemn the word globalized, the Antifada, but at least the terrorist organization, Hamas? This is what he said.
Just to be clear here, though, do you specifically condemn Hamas, a designated terrorist organization in the United States, not just for their actions on October 7th?
I condemn the killing of all civilians, full stop. But what I don't want to get into is no, I am very clear with condemning all civilians. I'm very straight in my position in that part. But it's disingenuous to ask about condemning Hamas while Palestinians are the ones being starved now by Israel.
The Trump administration has claimed that you are a Hamas sympathizer. So it's very important to actually ask that question in this broad conversation.
Yeah, I simply asked and protested the war in Palestine. It's always, as I said, disingenuous and absurd to ask such questions when literally 62,000 Palestinians have been killed by Israel.
It's not absurd to ask that question. We saw the videos of what happened on October 7th. So many individuals were killed brutally. Children were killed brutally. Women were killed brutally. So many people were taken hostage. Parents haven't seen their kids in hundreds of days because of Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist organization, according to the government of the United States of America. So everyone should condemn a terrorist organization.
But this is why Marco Rubio had this guy arrested, and he is suing for $20 million the Trump administration for unjustified arrest, which is the audacity is off the charts. He lied about his visa. If he said, I am pro-Hamas, he would not have gotten into Colombia. He would not have been allowed in for the student visa. But he lied, and now he's out and basically saying, I'm pro-Hamas. So it's not pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas. They're a terror organization that terrorizes the Palestinians as much as they do the Israelis. They live to wipe Israel out. They proved it on October 7th. This guy's telling you who he is. You should be embarrassed to interview him, let alone meet with him. But take a look at the wall, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of proud Democrats who had a chance to meet with their idol, the graduate student who graduated from Columbia, that fully paid for it, 33 years old, Mahmoud Khalil. Give him a hug, Bernie.
So I think there's something.
All right, Mahmoud Khalil there. He's not able to condemn Hamas because he's pro-Hamas. Him and all his little comrades out there protesting at Columbia University and Harvard and everywhere else, Yale, doing their thing, being terrorist sympathizers. Been saying that for 2 years. I'm glad we're finally here now because we've been saying that for a long time. I'm glad people are waking up to it. Next up, we got Jasmine Crockett sounding dumber than ever, saying if it wasn't for gerrymandering, Dems would be in charge to subpoena Epstein files. Every time she opens her mouth, she just sounds so stupid. Biden had the files for 4 years and they didn't do anything with it. So I don't know why she's crying now. And she's claiming the GOP is cheating and that's why they got the majority and all this other stuff. I don't know. Pretty soon they'll have their own insurrection. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Mahmoud Khalil. Russell, I'll buy him a one-way ticket to CCOT. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what's going to happen. I know what should happen, but the way things have been going, I don't know what to expect. Snooks, I wonder who bought his nice suit. Yeah, well, and his private security and everything else. Tim Mail, Hulk Hogan has put his body through hell. He was a tough dude. Yeah. Guess no, use a popsicle. I keep them in the bathroom cooler. That's what I need. Get a rocket pop and be good to go. Freely Texan, is Jasmine Crockett the funny video of the day? No, she's not. She's not the only funny video of the day, I'll tell you that. Grinch bro, you're a terrorist. Just admit it. Yeah, he should have. He was right there in front of everybody. Ghostly, my delivery driver was an illegal and he forgot my drink. Best believe I'm calling ICE right now. Gotta hit up that hotline. Did we put it on the schedule? Let me see. I don't know if I did or not. One of these, oh yeah, it's in the Alligator Alcatraz. In a video after the Jasmine Crockett video, I believe it's Florida. They're encouraging people to turn their ex into ICE. If your ex is an illegal or whatever, they're encouraging you to call the hotline and throw your ex into the detention center. I hope it works. What's up, Relax? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Stern? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Carp? Happy freedom. No, I appreciate you being with us. Vinny C. Pam Bonnie's been welcomed into the Black Eye Club. Could be. Techno, the only way to relieve yourself is to eat the other half of the jar. The new burn will get rid of the old burn. I just need a little hair of the dog. I don't know. I don't know if that's how the science works. Salty Ginger, they have cooling neck towels and stuff. I need an ice vest. That's what I need. What's up, Kilgar? Happy freedom. Guess thanks for playing Alina before Crocket. I'm done. Well, I'm glad you made it. All right, hooligans, we're gonna hop into this now. Before we do, I want to remind you guys, If you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get Jasmine Crockett up on stage here. Come on, goof tube. We want to see this dusty hoe yell at us. Anyways, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Texas's 30th congressional district, Jasmine Crockett.
Thank you so much, and thank you for everyone that is here. It's hot, so I'm going to do my best not to be repetitive, but make sure that I can bring out some additional points. Okay. So I want to point out, because a lot of people don't fully understand what gerrymandering is. I want to give you some numbers because I want to make sure that we are clear on exactly what they're trying to do. In this last presidential election, Donald Trump won the state of Texas by 56.2 percentage points. But when we look at currently what the congressional maps look like, we have a total of 25 Republicans out of the 38 seats. That represents 65% of the state. Now, what are they proposing to do as it relates to our districts? They want to take it up to 79% of the representation in a state in which a president only earned 56. Was it 56? Yes, approximately 56%. That is what gerrymandering is. It's the same thing we saw in North Carolina that used to have a congressional delegation that was 7-7. Ultimately, Trump won that state almost by about 50%. And we know that statewide, when we looked at those other seats, guess who won? Democrats. It's a 50-50 state. But right now, the congressional delegation in North Carolina, it's 10 Republicans and 4 Democrats. They're talking about they're starting to cheat. They've been cheating. Right now, we should be in power. We should be the ones that are controlling the House. We should be the ones that have the ability to subpoena Elon Musk. We should be the ones that have the ability to subpoena these Epstein files. Let me tell you something. They don't want the truth to come out. They are so far from being interested in transparency. And frankly, we know that the Republicans have abdicated their duties as it relates to those in the House as well as the Senate. And they know we won't back down. So I got news for them. As they sit up here and think that they're about to win, let me tell you, they are playing the game known as the biggest loser. And the biggest one sits in the White House. And baby, the baby loser right here is down there below them. They will lose because the people are speaking out and they are showing up. It is the same reason the Republicans don't want to go into their districts and talk to the people, because they know that their policies are loser policies. They are losers. I'm going to tell you, if it's one group of people that's not going to lose, it is going to be us, because we are going to fight this every step of the way. And so I want to thank those governors that have already made it clear that if you want to fight fire with fire, we got something for you. So thank you to Gavin Newsom, who said, play with Texas if you want to, because we can play with California. I thank you to the governor in New Jersey who said it's not necessarily off the table. I thank you to any Democratic governor who has tried to be fair with the lines that they have drawn. But right now, fairness is not anything that this administration is familiar with. The law isn't anything that this administration is familiar with. The only thing that they know how to do is be crooked, draw crooked lines, and tell crooked lies. So I am here to tell you that if you think that you can just roll over the Democrats, it is a new day. And I am looking forward to making sure that we can respond in kind if they want to play, because we already know that our lines are already jacked up. I already gave you the numbers. You can play with them more if you want to. But just know I'm going to spend every waking day until now, between now and November, to make sure that not only these new seats that you try to draw, if that's what you try to do, that we win those seats. But maybe it's time for us to take some other seats that are sitting up here right now, because they're not doing their jobs anyway. So just know I will not rest, because this is not what democracy looks like, but we're going to show you what it looks like. Thank you.
Come on, man. Okay, there's Jasmine Crockett there, sounding like a fucking idiot. Worrying about gerrymandering. Those damn Republicans, they're out there cheating. They're out there cheating and stuff. They stole the election. She sounds so stupid. It's so funny how the tables turned. Like right after Hyena Harris lost the election, they were like, Did you hear? Elon Musk rigged the election for President Trump. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with that bullshit? Like, okay, all right. Well, where's the hearings? Because when it happened in 2020, there was actually fucking hearings. There was evidence provided and shit. They didn't do anything for this round. Next up, we got our midlife break. It was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Crybaby. And next up in the news, Alligator Alcatraz. How much will it cost Florida to run the facility? And again, I think they're trying to demonize Alligator Alcatraz because of how much it costs per year, which is about $450 million a year. But it sounds like a pretty good job to have. I mean, I'm sure you don't want to take care of illegals and shit, but for $125 an hour, I mean, maybe you'll change your mind. Either way, that's what's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see how you hooligans feels about Jasmine Crockett. Would review Constitutional Republic whore. Yeah. She was like going off on a Hyena Harris campaign there. This is what democracy looks like. Oh, okay. You about to hit the streets? What's going on here? Little review. We know nationwide that 50-50 is a man-made number by the media to make people think that there's more Dems than there really are. Yep. They do the same thing with like shapeshifters and stuff like that. They want to make you think that 1 in every 3 people is some severe version of gay, but it's not. It's not true at all. Inflating their numbers. Guess I'm checking the math. 1 second. Yep, you're a dumbass. That's right. That's right. What's up, Tiger Jaw? Happy freedom to you. Stoner, I want $125 an hour. I mean, you just got to deal with the illegals. They're in cages, though, so, I mean, you know, can't be that bad. Vinny C joining us over here on Rumble. What a badass. What's up, Glamour? Happy freedom to you. Stoner, how do I apply for Alligator Alcatraz? They probably got a website. Ghostly, the rest of the Dems are like, shut up, ho, we don't want the feds looking into our election. Yeah, for real. It'll be very interesting to see if she actually tries to run in 2028, because a lot of people have been suggesting that. Same thing with AOC. They're trying to say, oh, she's going to run in 2028. Yeah, right. And go ahead and do that up. And it's interesting that Jasmine Crockett went and got her hair did, and now she's trying to look like Candace Owens. Like, trying so hard to look like Candace Owens. It isn't working, though. What's up, Godspeed? Happy freedom to you. Vinny C officially on Rumble. What a badass. Jangulo. She belongs to the streets. Well, she wants people to believe that. She knows how to talk right and act right and stuff. She puts on a facade when she gets on TV because she wants to be one of these, you know, dusty Democrats. She's trying to get in. I think she's too young. I think that's why she doesn't really understand what's going on around her. Her and AOC, they're always doing all this squawking and shit, but you don't really see them getting in with the older Dems and stuff like that. I think they're kind of pushed out of the circle because they're young. Pumpkin, Texas, do something with this person, please. I know Texas has got the worst representation. Dan, not Burchett. What is his name? Dan fucking Crenshaw? Is that what it is? Patchy the pirate there. The guy that's got the patch over his face. He's ridiculous. He was saying he was going to kill Tucker Carlson if he ever saw him in person. I'm trying to think who else. It's like everybody that represents Texas is fucking awful. Al Green, I think, also represents Texas. And it's like they got terrible representation. Shouldn't be that way. What's up, Time Traveler? Happy freedom to you. Dennis, I checked WebMD for you. It recommends a milk enema. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like, Klaus, hold the damn flashlight. Like, no, I'm not doing that. No, we'll just ride it out. It'll be all right. Stoner, it's a wig. You don't think that's her real hair? I mean, I don't know. Could be. Mac Daddy Hunter says he's going to run for president. I know. I look forward to that, too. It's going to be good stuff. 10 Man, South Park's new episode is trolling on President Trump hard as fuck. I know. There's a hilarious clip of it on X, and I can't show it because it shows like this little wiener thing, and it's like talking to him and stuff, and I can't show you guys little baby wieners and stuff. But it's fucking hilarious. It is very funny the way that they depicted President Trump. I haven't seen the whole episode. I've just seen clips on X, but it is funny. Dusto Eye Patch McCain, yeah. Free the Texan, probably a weave. It could be. She could have tracks glued in. Guess who? Gerrymander is the name of her fentanyl pusher that sold her best friend the drugs he got busted for in Houston in March. I mean, it could be. It could be. She just learned that word today. What's up, Jim? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Energy Woman? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Zen? Happy freedom. What's up, Juggalo? Happy freedom. What's up, DB? Techno. This is why Houston is the way it is. Jokers like this running the show since the 90s. She's just amazing. Heard that call for violence? We got something for you. Yeah, well, and they're always doing that. The Democrats are always doing that. Hakeem Jeffries was talking about LaMonica McIver, her potentially being arrested for the stunt they pulled at the detention center in Newark. And he was saying if they come in to arrest her, that there's going to be resistance. And he was trying to delicately word what he was saying, but he was saying, we got something for you. You come to arrest any of us, we got something for you. And I think people should be pissed about that. When elected officials are basically saying they're going to commit violence if you try to throw them in jail and hold them accountable, all Americans should be pissed about that. It shouldn't be a right versus left thing. Because whether you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, if you fuck up enough, you're going to jail. That's the way it is. Now, you can argue skin color and all that stuff, and we live in a weird time right now, so I don't know. That is a variable. But when it comes to people on Capitol Hill, they should be susceptible to punishment for breaking the law just like we are. And they're not, apparently, because I've yet to see any of these assholes actually go to jail for anything. Even with the Obama stuff, they're saying they got him red-handed. And they're saying, well, maybe we'll be able to prosecute him. Well, if you caught him red-handed, then you're obligated to prosecute him. It's not about whether or not you want to. Justice declares that you have to. If you have evidence that they broke the law, you have to hold them accountable. And it doesn't even sound like they're going to do that. They just keep throwing it in the air because they want everyone to stop talking about Epstein. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, we got our midlife break. But before we do that, let me see if we got any ads we can run since they fixed it for us. Weird. I mean, we could try this. They're saying they'll give me a doll hair for it. Let's try and run this ad really quick. There it goes. All right. Let's see. Still haven't tried 1775 coffee? Now's your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped, only 1,000 units. Let's see. You're getting the bold dark roast that hits harder than a CNN fact check, the smooth medium roast, and the Vitality mushroom coffee for clean energy and laser focus, no crash. All single origin, small batch, toxin free and mold free. Plus, you're also getting a gold spoon clip because freedom isn't scooped with plastic. A frother strong enough to stir up your coffee and your mother-in-law's political opinions. At the black 1775 tumbler that says, I don't take life advice or caffeine from a woke sea witch. $170 hairs worth of coffee and gear, yours for $99. This is for the ones who have been watching 1775 blow up on Rumble, wondering if it's actually worth it. Spoiler, it is. Go to 1775coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit before they're gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something. just like Rumble does. Start your day with coffee that actually backs what you believe. All right, we did the thing. Click the buttons and do the things, you know. All that good stuff. Yeah, we just made $1.25. Look at us. Woo! Doing the thing. All right, back to the menu here. Like I said, midlife break coming up. This one was provided by Stoner. I can't remember what it is. It's good if Stoner posted it. Oh, I remember now. No. We need full screen. Do the thing. There we go. Fuck. Waiting on technology. Yeah, let's add AI. Fuck that. Anyways, this was provided by Stoner, and this is titled Crybaby.
Jeez, what a little crybaby. You gonna cry all day, crybaby?
You know, everyone has problems. It doesn't mean you have to be a little crybaby about it.
Yes! Yes! Oh, let me taste your tears. Your tears are so yummy and sweet. Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy. Yummy, you guys. That's all.
Jeez.
The tears of unfathomable sadness. Anyways, getting back into the news here, like I said, Alligator Alcatraz. This is titled, How Much Will It Cost Florida? Now, again, I think they're trying to demonize it, but the pay sounds pretty good, and so I think it's backfiring on them. I don't think they're getting, they're not persuading people the way they thought they were going to. Once again, this is Alligator Alcatraz. How much will it cost Florida? Hit the like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Well, Florida has become one of the key states in President Trump's immigration crackdown. And now the state's attorney general has a new plan to boost arrest numbers. And that is telling Floridians to turn in their undocumented exes. He posted on social media that they got a tip from somebody whose abusive former partner overstayed their tourist visa. And now that man is about to be deported. The Florida Attorney General then encouraging other victims of domestic violence to do the same. The Department of Homeland Security reposted. And all of this comes as the White House announces ICE arrests have increased nationwide, with some states up nearly 500%. Florida in particular has been working closely with the Trump administration and ICE. Florida's Attorney General is the driving force behind the so-called Alligator Alcatraz. That's the new migrant detention center in the Florida Everglades. The controversial center is set up to house thousands of people. And the New York Times says it costs about $245 per person per day to run the facility, which adds up to more than $700,000 if it's full. We take a look at what it really costs to get alleged illegal immigrants ready for deportation.
The governor tasked state leaders to identify places for new temporary detention facilities. I think this is the best one. As I call it, Alligator Alcatraz.
Florida's Alligator Alcatraz took less than 2 weeks to get up and running. So far, at least $245 million in contracts have been signed for vendors to build, open, and operate the detention center designed to house thousands of people. This, according to records that are publicly available. It's estimated this facility will cost $450 million per year. That pays for everything from companies in charge of road construction to those who install fencing and even computer services and waste management.
We've put a staff village here on site with a capacity of 1,000. Our services are hot meal 3 times a day, 24/7 medical facility, pharmacy, air conditioning, access to indoor and outdoor rec yards, legal and clergy support services, laundry.
A St. Petersburg-based company called Duty Calls was awarded a $22 million contract to supply portable toilets and shower trailers. And Florida-based Critical Response Strategies has a $78.5 million contract. Among their responsibilities, hire a warden, corrections officers, and camp managers. According to the Associated Press, a warden at Alligator Alcatraz could make $125 an hour. Corrections officers can earn up to $11,600 a month, and that doesn't include overtime.
Alligator Alcatraz, we're ready to go.
The current contracts were granted under an executive order that declared a state of emergency in Florida over illegal immigration that allows the state to suspend, quote, any statute, rule, or order that could slow the response. And officials say some of the cost will be covered by FEMA, but it's unknown when the state will be reimbursed. The Miami Herald reported that the reimbursement will come through FEMA's Shelter and Services Program, not the Disaster Relief Fund, which assists during hurricanes and other emergencies as well.
Thank you for
It looked like it hurt her to say that at the end. That FEMA is going to pay for some of what it's going to cost to run Alligator Alcatraz, and that it's not coming out of the disaster relief fund. It's coming out of shelter and services. I'm like, well, we'll see how that goes in the future, because I'm sure that will come up later on, because they're going to want to bitch about Republicans and their ideas and shit. So I'm sure that little topic right there will come back. Either way, they're saying that if you've dated an illegal, you should call the ICE hotline and turn your ex in. That's a interesting way to help with the deportation plans. They're saying it costs $450 million per year. A warden could make $125 an hour, and a correction officer could make $11,600 a month before overtime. So you could just be balling, you know, you just pulling up in your Mercedes and stuff. And then once again, they're saying that the cost is going to be covered by FEMA from its shelter and service program and not the disaster relief fund. Next up, we got a topic of human trafficking here. It's saying how border crosser children suffered under Biden's open border policies. They're going to be talking about the 500,000 missing children, all caused by Biden's open border. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about paying for Alligator Alcatraz. Russell, they're living better than in Iraq. And and we had nice lodging. Yeah, well, and that's why it's interesting when the Dems went to tour Alligator Alcatraz and they're saying, oh, it's inhumane conditions. Like, what do you mean? It's way worse to be in the local jail than it is to be there. So, like, I don't get that. Mac Daddy, sounds like good pay to me. Yeah, see, I'm not sure if they were actually trying to demonize it or not. Knowing it's News Nation makes me feel like they were trying to demonize it, say it's going to cost too much to run this facility. They're also saying you're supposed to store thousands, and like I don't know, like it's endless. It's not. It's 5,000 people at a time, and they're only sitting there for about 48 hours before they get deported. They have a runway right there so they can put them on the plane and fly them out to wherever the hell they're going. They got people to do due process right there on site, and like I said, their stay is supposed to be about 48 hours. So the Dems are just constantly lying about the bullshit, and it sounds like pretty good pay for those kind of jobs. What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy freedom to you. Stoner, I'd be one of those cool wardens that like smoking weed and eating mushrooms. You're gonna take all the inmates on a tour or something. Going on a field trip, and like they're gonna be confused. They'll comply though. It'll be all right. Time Traveler, they're not closing down anytime soon with the $22 million contract. Yeah, it's gonna be here for a while. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom to you. Kung Fu, anyone that has to check some dude's ass for weapons deserves $11,000 a month. I mean, that's true. It's true. Pumpkin, yeah, I just wasn't expecting to have to read that ad. I thought I would be able to read the Rumble Premium ads over and over again because I actually practiced that one. But apparently we can't do that. I guess we have to read a new ad every time we're going to do an ad campaign. And I don't know. I don't know anything about the coffee, so it's hard for me to sell something like that. I know about Rumble Premium. I've been paying for that shit for 2 years. The coffee, I don't know anything about the coffee, so I feel weird trying to sell somebody something I've never really even took part in. Grinch Bro, sounds like summer camp. Yes, it does. Their toilets are actually nice. They got the same toilets we got in jail, but they got this like stone setup or whatever that their toilets are on. They ain't like that in jail. Vinny C to all my American hooligans. Let's go Blue Jays. What is Blue Jays? Is it baseball? Oh, I'll check it out, Electric Hammer. Thanks for tagging me in it. Ghostly, it's baseball. I see. I forgot it's Oberon season. Mac Day, the place looks pretty comfortable too. I mean, I'm sure it sucks being in like behind dog kennel fences and stuff, but they got beds, they got bathrooms, they got medics, they got air conditioning. They got just about everything they need. Guess on the field trip, have you ever seen a live gator? Yeah, exactly. Gotta break a few eggs to make some omelets, you know. Glamour, you popping in and out? I keep saying happy freedom to you, and then you just disappear. It's a butterfly. Happy freedom. Trump was at the Fed today. I know, we covered it. It was for a whole 8 minutes. It took me longer to set that live up than he was there talking to the press. Stoner getting the Gators high. I know, Stoner. That's why they're not going to put you in charge. You're only going to be able to do one field trip, and that'll be it. That'll be it. Glamour, your house was on fire during the stream? Why? Why was your house on fire? What were you doing? You're going to blame it on Sass, aren't you? It's a post. Happy freedom to you. Be like, oh, Sass was cooking waffles again. Happy freedom to you, Southern Eagleman. What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom. What's up, Smith? Happy freedom. Self-deport, raise it to $5,000 and they'll leave. I mean, I guess. I forgot that we were paying them $1,000 and we were giving them a free ride if they self-deport through the CBP Home app. I forgot that was going on. Glamour, the stream was just so lit that the fire department was called. Oh, well, damn. It's better than being swatted, I'll tell you that. Butterfly, I try. What's up, Weston? Happy freedom to you. Smoking with gators. You and Stoner. I ain't smoking those damn gators. They look like dogs, but they're not dogs. They're big-ass, scary dogs, and they can run faster than you. So, I don't know. I don't mess with gators. I like to love them from afar. Anyways, coming up next, like I said, human trafficking, how border crosser children suffered under Biden's open border policies. Now, this video is great that they're, bringing it up and they're not sweeping it under the rug and all that, but it really just doesn't sound like they're going to do anything about it. They sound like they don't even know what to do about it. And that's not very comforting. But either way, they're going to be talking about 500,000 missing children, all because of old man Walter. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
But a huge 65,000 calls to Biden's hotline were dropped. They went unanswered. Let's welcome back to the show from Senate Armed Services, Alabama GOP gubernatorial candidate Senator Tommy Tuberville. Senator, what is your reaction to this? Because we always hear from Democrats they care about the children. They're always going after Trump about what happened, at the border. But now 65,000 calls went dropped?
Liz, this is just one of many examples that the Biden administration dropped the ball on this. And I don't know whether they did it on purpose or they just didn't care. I can remember when I first got here 5.5 years ago or 4.5 years ago, we'd all go to the border at least once every couple of months, and they'd have all these kids in these cages. They were unaccompanied, boys and girls in the same cages, and they would just shuffle them out, put them on buses, and send them to cities all over the country. I was on a plane one time flying from McAllen, Texas back to Washington, D.C., and sat by a young lady she couldn't have been 16 years old, and she had papers that she was going somewhere in Los Angeles and didn't have a clue how to speak English, nor who was going to pick her up. It was absolutely amazing.
It's heartbreaking, Senator. I mean, more than 300,000 illegal migrant children are now unaccounted for under the Biden White House. They set up this huge nonprofit conglomerate, 230 nonprofits, 15 UN agencies. They get more than $6 billion in taxpayer money to help these children. But they did nothing. They delivered them to poorly vetted sponsors. And then these nonprofit officials even doubled, maybe tripled their salaries. There was no checkup, follow-ups from the Biden White House. Don't Democrats and the media understand you open the borders, you got human trafficking and labor trafficking? This is really dangerous, Senator.
Well, we'd come back to Washington, D.C. and tell our Democratic friends, who, by the way, never went to the border in all those years of the Biden administration, they didn't want to see what was going on. But as you said, it was all human trafficking. And, you know, these kids weren't vetted. Senator Grassley and I saw what was going on. And for 2 years, we pushed the Biden administration to drop these very lax rules about vetting minors when they came across. Do something about it. Do it the right way. Put them somewhere, identify them. Let's know where they're going. They wanted nothing to do with it. I think it was all but designed, to be honest with you. But as you said, 300,000. I bet there was closer to 500,000. That's an amazing number, and we don't know where they are today.
So heartbreaking, so disturbing, so amoral. Amoral of Democrats and the Biden White House. This is why the Trump voter voted for President Donald Trump. Senator Tuberville, thanks for being with us. Now listen to this.
Okay, so like I said, bringing it up, the only information that's really new there is that there was 65,000 hotline calls that basically didn't get responded to. And they believe that they could lower that 500,000 number of missing children if they would have just simply responded to those hotline calls. Either way, doesn't really sound like they're going to do anything about it or that they even know what to do about it. It's really crazy because they have to know who the, I can't think what the phrasing is, who the foster parents are or whoever was claiming to take on these kids and stuff. If they know that they weren't vetted in all of that stuff, maybe you could vet them. You know who it is. There's got to be documentation of where you obtained these kids, where you sent them, who you sent them to. I'm sure that those people receiving them received money, so there must be a financial trail that goes along with that. And they're just like, yeah, it's a really sad story. Well, you can fucking do something about it? Because 500,000 beating hearts is a lot. That's a lot. And you can't find any of them? That doesn't make any sense to me. Either way, next up, illegal border crossers arrested at Loxley Elementary School. This is just kind of confirming what I've been saying as we've been covering these stories about illegals working at restaurants, working at businesses, illegally, of course, and then they get raided by ICE and everybody but the employer gets in trouble. And we keep saying, why don't they arrest the employer? It is illegal to pay people under the table, to hire illegals, and, you know, this, that, and the other. Well, in this situation, they busted a bunch of illegals, and then they came back within the same month and busted more illegals at the same job site. So, I mean, maybe it's working. I think it's a little bait. I think that's why they leave the employer alone, is they're the bait. They're the ones out there hiring illegals, keep letting them do it, and they'll keep busting them. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this 500,000 missing children because of Biden's open border. 10-man, go to the Crawfish Festival in St. Bernard Parish and get a couple pounds of crawfish and gator on a stick. I mean, that sounds eventful. I don't know about eating crawfish. I don't think I could do that. But I would try some gator. I need to leave the house sometime. We're going to have to, like, schedule a day where I can, like, leave the house and go do something fun. And we'll put it all on camera and shit. I've never had a vacation. I think we're going to have to do that. Also, I think I'm going to get hot dogs, hot dog buns, macaroni salad, potato salad for the hooligan meetup. I put on there to bring your own food and drink and stuff like that. I know some of you guys are going to be traveling quite a bit, so I am going to try and fund some food and all of that for the hooligan meetup. August 23rd, I think it is. Either way. Guess I'm your master gator? I wonder if Twitch and YouTube's going to let me say that. Platforms are so soft. Totally carrot, sacrificial lambs. Yeah, I hate to acknowledge that, but yeah. Old man Walter had 4 years to, stop the border from being open, to prevent this from happening, and then they didn't. Somebody knows where those kids are. They're just benefiting from it. Time traveler, the Rockefellers killed a million children in Iraq. I believe it. Weston, the sauce is the boss. It is. I found out last night. Yeah, Beck Frank, I didn't boof the damn hot sauce. That's not how it works. I ate it like everybody else eats hot sauce. I wasn't experimenting with hot sauce. Plasquack, happy freedom to you. Need to put traitors where they belong. Maybe Dems will stop FAFO. Yeah. Any accountability would be really nice right now. You know, we're going a long ways without accountability here. Metamouth, President Trump wants to rename the Kennedy Center for Performing Arts and call it the Melania Trump Center for Performing Arts. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about that. There was something I was going to say, and now I can't remember what it is. Either way. Thank you so much, Ghostly, for that $20 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Ghostly. Thank you so much for the support. It says, won't be there, but for the meetup. Thank you, Ghostly. I really appreciate it. Beck Frank, I misread what you said. That makes it even funnier. I will go back and read it. There was something I was going to say, and now I can't remember what it was. Metamouth, no, I ate a taco bowl last night for dinner, and I dumped half that jar of hot sauce that Hair Juicer sent me that was in a jar, not the commercial packaged one, but the one that was just in a, I don't even know what you call it, a mason jar. And it was hotter than I remember, and I ate half the jar, and I'm paying for it. There was something I wanted to tell you guys, and I cannot remember what it is, and it's driving me crazy. What's up, Noad? Happy freedom to you. Beck Frank, self-proclaimed hot ass. That is not what happened. I don't know what you're talking about. What's up, Brew Joe? Happy freedom to you. Pain. Let me see. I'll find the link. I don't know if I've even really told anybody outside of the website about the meetup. We've talked about it on the live, but I actually put a page together. I'm going to update it probably later today. But either way, if you haven't seen the meetup page, this is it. Rad, how would they even track kids? Well, somebody... Okay, so they were transporting the kids. The government was. They were the ones that were giving them the requirements to be able to be transported. So, like, that elected official was saying that he was on a plane and he was next to somebody that he didn't even think was 16 years old, and they had paperwork that was where they were going. Somebody paid for the plane ticket and all that kind of stuff. So somebody had to set that up. There had to be some liaison of some sort that set up where these kids are going, hook them up with plane tickets, bus tickets, stuff like that. Who was going to pick them up? That stuff's got to be documented. And so for them to just go, well, we don't know where any of them are. It's like, no, you have to have an idea of who picked these kids up. At least some of them, 500,000 chances to find somebody. I mean, somebody's got to know something. I remember now. I can't post a link over on YouTube because that's where all the problems are. So if you're on YouTube and you want to know about the meetup, you got to go join Discord. What's up, Dirtbike Freedom? Happy freedom to you. Guess scientists have trained gerbils to lick hot sauce and remove it. I may have a plan. No, I couldn't do that. Nope, I could not do that. I'm not that fun. Goes to the government sold those kids. Yeah, that's what I think too. That's what I think too, unfortunately. Well, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, illegal border crossers arrested at Loxley Elementary School. And it just keeps happening over and over and over again. Come on, do the fucking thing, YouTube. Jesus loves us. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, that our friend Larry could really use our help. Larry is in need of a kidney transplant, and I put together a page for him over on the website. It has all of his details and information and all of that, so if there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please click this link and go check out his info. Alright, hooligans, there you go right there. What's up, T1? Happy freedom to you. Like I said, getting into this once again, it is illegal border crossers arrested at Loxley Elementary School. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
God, they better run. Oh my God.
First tonight, more chaos caught on camera. Suspected illegal immigrants scatter as federal agents rush onto a publicly funded school construction site.
11 people arrested at the new Loxley Elementary School. It is the second time in the last month undocumented workers have been busted at a Baldwin County school construction site.
And like a lot of you, we're wondering how this could happen again. We've got live team coverage tonight. Claudia Nichols digging deeper into the multiple immigration raids we've been seeing recently in Baldwin County.
But first, Natalie Williamson is live in Loxley with how the raid played out today. And Natalie, you have some breaking news about another immigration raid in Baldwin County.
That's right, Cameron and Lanice. Just a couple hours ago, I learned after federal agents left the scene of the Loxley Elementary School, they arrested 13 suspected illegal immigrants at a location between Spanish Fort and Loxley. That makes 24 arrests in Baldwin County today. 11 of them happened at a taxpayer-funded school construction site.
My God, they better run. Oh my God.
Tonight, a chaotic scene at the new Loxley Elementary caught on camera as federal agents swarmed the construction site. Just hours ago, the FBI in Mobile says 11 undocumented workers were arrested at this taxpayer-funded project. One witness, Irv Balanoff, tells Fox 10 News he quickly pulled out his phone, taking this video of law enforcement surrounding the school, riding four-wheelers, and even using a helicopter.
One of them fell through the roof on the drywall, chasing them through that because he didn't know to step on the beams and wouldn't support his weight, so he came crashing down.
According to Balanoff, bricklayers and roofers were some of those arrested. Another witness who wants to remain anonymous told me he's glad this happened.
I was not really surprised because there was things going on that shouldn't have been going on.
According to this sign, Adam Stewart Architects LLC is the project architect. Sharp Inc. is listed as the contractor, so I gave them a call. The architect refused to comment, and I haven't heard back from the contractor. And we asked Superintendent Eddie Tyler for an on-camera interview, but our request was declined. This is the second time in a month a publicly funded school construction site in Baldwin County has been raided by federal agents. This project in Loxley is said to cost taxpayers $38 million. Last month, the Gulf of America Homeland Security Task Force arrested 36 illegal immigrants at the new Gulf Shores High School construction site. We're told 20 suspects had a criminal history. I also reached out to April Bradley, the elected school board member for this area. She also refused to comment. The school system released a statement saying they're committed to transparency and accountability. Well, we are too, so we're going to keep pressing for answers. Live in Loxley, Natalie Williamson, Fox 10 News.
Okay, border crossers getting caught. And like I said, they don't seem to punish the employers, but now we can kind of see why. It's because they're going to go back and they're going to try and get more cheap labor. And ICE is going to keep showing up and they're going to keep taking their staff. It's good stuff. They're saying 11 people arrested, and it's the second time in the same month that this construction site has had illegals there, resulting in 24 arrests in total this month. They also mentioned 36 illegals being arrested at a separate construction site. So I guess, I don't know, at this point they shouldn't call them employers. They're like ICE informants at this point, because they're just picking up illegals. And then, I mean, I wonder if they even asked. They're like, why are you hiring 15 people right now? Like, why do you need work? It looks like you guys have been working. What happened? Oh, the last ones got deported. If they said that information, they'd have a hard time picking up new workers. Next up, Tulsi Gabbard doubles down on Obama treason allegations, saying a whistleblower has come forth. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what your hooligans think about these border crossers getting busted at these job sites. Russell, deport the owner of the company. They got to wait till they're not hiring illegals anymore and then deport the owner. Give them what they want. Matt Rogers, I bet a competing company turned them in. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. It could be. It could be. trying to do bids and stuff to get hired as contractors. That's a good idea. That's the next thing they should try and encourage people. Like they were saying, if you've dated an illegal and it's your ex now, turn your ex in. Like, you got job workers that, construction workers and stuff. You hate having to compete for that bid. Just call the hotline. Have their staff removed. 10-man, everybody except for the big booty Latinas. I know. They get a free pass. Guess I'm willing to house hot female illegals until the court date. That's so generous of you. Guess I mean, they're always talking bad about us Americans. They have no idea the kind heart we have. Time Traveler, I want to see more of this. I like when I see it's cheap labor stealing from Americans that could be doing the job. Yeah, absolutely. Plastic Wag, love to see it. Deport them all. Yep, they're getting that due process they wanted. Ghostly, did you get a spicy Latina preggers? Call us and never pay child support. Nah, some people are going to probably take advantage of that with the way the court systems are. Holy. Gringes, bro, we had a problem years ago with illegals pooping on concrete floors of new residential housing construction. Crazy thing is most of the time there was no toilet paper. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know. I couldn't imagine doing that. Subscratsy, happy freedom. Guess who? What happens with the real ID demands? If we need them for flying, an ID for employment, passports, illegals can't get them because they lack the other documents needed. So wouldn't that make it harder for illegals to gain employment? Well, not if they're getting paid under the table. They're like, you know how to swing a hammer? And they're like, see. And like, okay, well, I'll give you $10 an hour. Go over there and swing a hammer. And then they do. Like, that's the part of it being illegal. That's the whole deal right there. Because not only are they not supposed to do that, but it's tax evasion. Because if you got employees, you're paying them, and your employees pay taxes, a lot of times you're matching those taxes. So if you don't have them on the books as employees, that's taxes that you're not paying. And you're also lying in your paperwork when you put all that together, because when you do taxes for self-employment, they ask you, do you have employees? And if you say no, and you should be saying yes, but you can't because you're hiring illegals, you are breaking the law. And so, yeah, that's the thing. And some of them are getting jobs because of driver's licenses and stuff like that. Because, I mean, they were even getting voter ID, like in Illinois during the election and stuff. They were encouraging illegals. They were saying, even if you don't have proper paperwork, you should still try to get voter ID. You should still try to get a driver's license. And they get their own special paperwork and stuff, suggesting that they're a asylum seeker and stuff like that, feel really bad for them and whatever. And so they get the right kind of government employee, and boom, the way is paved. You walk into the DMV and you got some purple-haired weirdo sitting there, and you walk up and you're like, oh, I'm just some poor asylum seeker. They're like, oh, well, let me cut some corners and pass you through quickly and stuff. That's how they got on Medicaid. That's why they were getting Medicaid and all of that, is because they get people that feel sorry for them and allow them to do stuff that is just not legal. It's just not legal. Techno Glitch, what is GC? To us over here, it means general chat, so I'm not sure what you're saying. Salty Ginger, I assume it's going to be fun. At the meetup, be able to swim, and there's showers, and there's bathrooms, and there's camping, and there's hotels nearby, and stuff like that. And there's places to eat nearby. It's a little overpriced because it's kind of a tourist area, but it should be fun. I assume it's going to be fun. I just don't know how many hooligans are going to show up, and I don't want any problems. That's the other thing. It's like, I don't want any problems. There's going to be state park workers there, and they don't fuck around. They don't fuck around at all. It's not like Portland. It's not like that. Either way, getting into this, Tulsi Gabbard doubles down on Obama treason allegations. If YouTube would do what it's here to do. There we go. Now, Tulsi Gabbard went on Jesse Waters, I think it was last night, and continue on rampaging about Obama being treasonous. Now, it'll be interesting if they actually do something other than interviews and talk to the public about it. I'm very interested in that. But either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Now, Tulsi Gabbard, the Director of National Intelligence, after speaking at the White House press briefing, also joined Jesse Waters in prime time on Fox News to discuss those latest allegations. Let's play out that clip.
Tulsi Gabbard joins me now. All right, Director, tell me the story about how you found this evidence.
Well, as you know, Jesse, the integrity of our democratic republic, of our elections, is of paramount importance to the American people. Knowing what had occurred previously, the things, this Russia hoax thing that was called a conspiracy, I wanted to get to the bottom of the truth of what actually happened here. This was obviously important to President Trump, but again, is an issue of importance to every single American in this country and the future of our country as a republic. So shortly after coming into this position as Director of National Intelligence, I formed a special team to investigate this issue. I got to tell you, it wasn't easy. There were a lot of deep state obstacles that exist still within the intelligence community. But ultimately, we had a whistleblower who came forward that brought some critical pieces to this story. And we were able to discover these documents and find these documents that really pointed to President Obama directing his national security leaders in James Clapper and John Brennan to manufacture this January 2017 intelligence community assessment. The investigation that I led at ODNI that we released last week, Friday, provided a lot of those foundational building blocks and proof for what we know happened. The report that we released today, the House Intelligence Committee Oversight Majority Staff report that investigated that January 2017 assessment that President Obama had manufactured with fake intelligence in order to achieve, knowingly using false intelligence in order to get to the conclusion that he wanted to promote to the American people that Putin had acted in favor of President Trump winning that election in 2016. The report we released today, line by line, goes through it, dissecting and debunking the knowing falsehoods and lies that were included in that assessment with the specific intent to undermine the legitimacy of President Trump, to subvert the will of the American people who had just voted to elect Donald Trump in 2016, and to, in essence, launch this years-long coup against President Trump that lasted throughout the 4 years of his administration back in 2016.
You mentioned, Director, that there's, I guess, deep state actors who are still trying to prevent the truth from coming out. What do you mean by that?
There are still people, won't surprise you, within the intelligence community who don't want this information to see the light of day. Some of them may be implicated in the crafting of it. Others are concerned about people being embarrassed. Others are concerned about accountability and what else we will discover as we continue down this path towards the truth and bringing about accountability for the American people. That's really what this is all about, and why it does such a disservice. I was standing there in the White House press briefing room and hearing some of these crazy questions being asked by members of the media who are trying to distract and deflect away from the historic expose that we have brought forward that once again puts into question the American people's ability to trust the integrity of our democratic republic. And the reason why that is, and it's similar to the deep state actors who have been trying to stop us from releasing this, is that we have members of the media who were complicit in this from the very beginning, who were leaked early copies of this, or at least lines from this January 2017 Obama manufactured intelligence assessment. They printed what they were fed. People like Ellen Nakashima from the Washington Post, who, by the way, went on to win a Pulitzer Prize because for years she was so good at lying and not telling the truth to the American people that they gave her an award for it. These people are still here. Ellen Nakashima is still harassing people who work within the intelligence community who are calling up and reporting her, using burner phones to try to ask them harassing questions. There are a lot of deep state actors still here within Washington. President Trump wants us to find the truth. I want to find the truth. The American people deserve the truth, and they deserve accountability, which is why I'm really glad to see that Attorney General Pam Bondi and the Department of Justice announced the creation of a strike force team today, specifically to get after all the intelligence and evidence that we have gathered. We have more coming, and to determine the path forward to bring about that accountability.
We look forward to hearing from you and from the strike force, because this is information everybody deserves to know. Director, thank you so much.
Okay, Tulsi Gabbard there. Doubling down on Obama, saying a whistleblower has come forth. They're also saying that deep state people in the intelligence community don't want this information to come out. They didn't directly say that those people were doing anything to prevent it from coming out. They just said that they didn't want it to come out. They're also saying that Bondi called for a strike force team that's supposed to gather evidence and decide how to move forward with the Obama treason stuff. But like I keep saying, if they got him red-handed for treason, why is he not arrested? Why isn't his house been raided? Why haven't they done anything yet? So maybe that's what the strike force thing is supposed to do. I don't know. I feel like it's a bunch of talk and a bunch of delay, but we'll see. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. This is Lefties Losing It. This one's titled Hollywood's Radical Left Begs for the Return of Kamala. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Tulsi Gabbard hanging out with Jesse Waters, talking about Obama is guilty of treason. Live review. I see. It's raining there, but don't get too wet out there. Russell, well, the media is shit. Lower the pond scum. Lower the pond scum. Yep, exactly. I don't know. It's annoying when they get out there and they start talking about all this truth and stuff. It's like, we never get the truth and we never get accountability. And it'd be nice if things changed, but things haven't changed yet. Russell, I really want accountability. Yeah, me too. Grinsbro putting on that foil hat. Vinny C, here we go again. Make some arrests, for Christ's sake. Yeah. Well, and they're also saying that Obama was on the scene where his chef died or whatever, the person that died in his pool or whatever. The media told all of us he wasn't there at the house, but apparently he was. And I don't know what information came out, but something came out saying that he was actually at the house. But again, I don't think they're going to do anything about it. What's up, Nana? Happy freedom to you. Beck Frank, your birthday's coming up. You're going to have to put your birthday on the birthday wall on the website. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly, if you get deported, do you lose access to your bank account? They should. Let's see. They made that money in commission of a crime. You mean like the border crossers that were being arrested in the construction site? I don't know how it works. I assume if they got a debit card and the debit card's a MasterCard, they would still have access to that money. The bank doesn't know that that person's been deported. But if for some reason they can't access the bank account, like they don't have a debit card, after 5 years or something like that, if you don't mess with your bank account, I think it goes dormant. And then you got a time period after it goes dormant where if you don't respond or whatever, then they just close the bank account and keep your money. Hey, thank you for being here, Rappy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Ghostly, if I make money while committing a crime, they freeze my account. Yeah. Yep. The illegals get better treatment than us. What's up, DP? Happy freedom. Guess he goes to the state controller. I don't know. I don't know how it all works. I've never been deported. I don't expect it to happen. Either way, we're going to go ahead and get into this. Like I said, we got lefties losing it. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up real quick. Like, we're going to hear from Rita. Once again, this is titled Hollywood's Radical Left Begs for Return of Kamala. That's gross. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
And it's time for Lefties Losing It, and Hollywood is struggling to deal with reality. The weirdos with their warped moral compass are still pining for Kamala. Here is Jeff Daniels, star of Dumb and Dumber, being the dumbest.
I still think about Kamala and how I think she would have been a good choice. I don't care what they say, because she would have done what Lincoln did. Liz Cheney would have been Secretary of State.
Team of Rivals.
Yeah, Team of Rivals. Doris Kearns, a good one, wrote the book about it. That's what Lincoln did. Surrounded himself with the people who would disagree with him, not the people who would, take a knee and go, yeah, more tariffs, sir, more. It's the madness of King George. And just the deterioration of the Republican Party. I mean, look, I'm just an actor. What do I know?
Not much, Jeff. You don't know much. And did you see the sympathetic nods from MSNBC anchor Nicole Wallace as Daniels spewed a bunch of nonsense? And guess what? It gets crazier, because he seems to think the radical left taking over the country is what Jesus would want.
The new America that is diverse and treats everyone with equality and respect and dignity, kind of like Jesus did.
Yep, madder than a cut snake. And yes, Nicole is still nodding along like a bobblehead. Let's check on another Trump-deranged actor, Alec Baldwin. I wonder how he's coping with life these days. Okay, now among the many startling revelations of nefarious activities revealed by the release of freshly declassified documents by the Director of National Intelligence is this little gem. Turns out the Russians knew that there was something seriously wrong with Hillary Clinton, and that's why they preferred her to win, not Trump. And the Russian Foreign Intelligence Service did not release the information that alleged Clinton was suffering from intensified psycho-emotional problems, including uncontrolled fits of anger, aggression, and cheerfulness. If only there was a sign.
Did you talk about vice presidential possibilities with Senator Warren?
Now, having said all this, why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask?
And apparently Hillary was on heavy tranquilizers too. Now, if only there was any evidence of that, perhaps something like what we're looking at right now. Now, remember this miscreant throwing rocks at the vehicles of federal officers? Well, there is a happy development in this story.
You're under arrest for assaulting federal agents.
Joining me now is documentary filmmaker and commentator.
You're under arrest for assaulting federal agents. Yeah, that's what you don't want to hear. He's going to be loose when he gets out. Either way, that is all the news I had for you hooligans today. We are going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent calendar sent to us by Tori Wayne. We got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stoner. It's titled, Some Are Worried About This. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Simply Witchy, and it's titled, How I Feel. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about lefties losing it. Guess I'm tarded. Lefty's tarded. You guys over on the website saying Chuck Mangione has died? Yeah, I've never heard of him before for some reason. You would think with him being music related that I would know who it is. Maybe I would if I heard it. I'll have to Google it. Kevin, you'll know who... Oh, Jeff Daniels? No, Jeff Dunham's. I know who Jeff Dunham is. I don't know who Jeff Daniels is. That's Klaus's real dad. We just called him Bob. Bob Cat. Kung Fu. Oh, that's his name? Oh, I don't know how I just missed all of that, considering it was all on the screen. Yep. I don't know actors' names. It's always that one guy from this one movie. Or that one bitch from this one movie. That's the only way I know actors and actresses. Otherwise, I don't know them. Plus, Quack, I never thought he was funny. I don't either. I don't think when people are like, they're trying too hard. That's why I didn't really like Tom Green. It's because Tom Green would have to flail all over the floor and shit in order to get you to laugh at him and stuff. And sometimes he's funny, like on, Freddy Got Fingered and stuff. There was certain things that are funny, but I don't really like it when people are just over the top and they're just trying too hard to be funny. It's just not working. Kevin, just send the meteor already. You guys didn't like that Alec Baldwin piece? At least he didn't have a gun that time. Electric Hammer, I hate that Jeff Daniels and I are from the same city in Michigan. I did not know he was from Michigan, but now that you say that, he looks like he's from Michigan. We have a certain look to us. Well, everybody thinks I'm from Russia or some Slavic country, but I can tell Michiganders when I see them. People from the Midwest. Lots of stick it up your butt talk today. I don't know. What day is it? Thursday? Up your butt Thursday. That's nice. Stoner, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not reading that out loud. Kevin, Tom Green's coming to PEI. He's kind of based. From what I seen during the lockdowns, he was like... He was saying some shit. I was pretty surprised. 10 man. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out after you post it. Lewd review, same with Andy Dick. Tries too hard. Yeah. I don't know. They can be funny. There's times where they're funny, but it's just, I don't know. When you're like throwing yourself on the ground and you're just being gross and just being obnoxious, that stuff's not funny to me. Beck Frank, I didn't start it. You started it, and I just misread it. I'm blaming you. I'm just blaming you. It's your fault, Beck Frank. You started it. Stern, what did I just see? That was baby Alec Baldwin. That was before the incident. What's up, Buckeye? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sapphire Patriot? Happy freedom to you. What's up, JoJo? Happy freedom. You're from Wayland? That's not too far from where I'm at. Got a bunch of Michiganders in the chat. Sapphire Patriot, they really do want chaos. Yeah, they do. That's why there's no justice. They're just going to keep going until everybody's had enough, and then people start taking justice in their own hands, and then they're going to act outraged. And they're going to say, oh my God, I can't believe people were protecting themselves from millions of illegals that invaded the country and monsters and all kinds of other shit. Better go crack down on them. Send in the National Guard. We're also looking forward to the voice chat tomorrow. Me too. Oh yeah, and we're going to open this tomorrow. I still wonder what this is sitting here. Guess me too going topless for voice chat. I can't show you guys my boobies. Kevin, don't touch my bum. Peck Frank, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Nana, Klaus clocked out early. I know. I'm gonna go flip his box over. Klaus Daniels, you hear me calling you? Yeah. Yeah, it's time to get up. You've been laying in front of the AC all damn day. Come on. Come on. You act like you're old. You want fancy fees, you better come to work. You don't even know I don't have any yet. So when are you gonna flop over? They can hear you. Come on. I'm gonna play with your toys. I'm not even gonna give you your toy today. He's looking at me. He's like, "Don't do that, Dad. Don't do me like that." I'll snatch him up here in a second. Literally, you got the boobs out? Oh my goodness. We got top naked hooligans in the chat. All right, we're gonna get into the fun stuff here. Like I said, we're gonna open today's door of the advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne, and I'm gonna keep Klaus's toy because he didn't come to work today. And then we're gonna cover our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into that, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what I'm getting today, because Klaus didn't come to work. He can go to school. Open today's door of the advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And let's see what we get. Today is... It's all out of order now. It's 13. Today is day 13. Now you getting curious? What do you think? Well, he's considering it. Day 13. It's a ball. Oh, he's going to get this taken away. I can already tell. It's like a foam ball. What do you think? What do you think? It's up there. See it? He's confused. He's confused. Don't vote Democrat, Klaus Daniels. Anyways, thank you so much, Tori Wayne. And getting into our funny videos here. Let's get this first one pulled up. Come on, do the thing.
Jeffrey.
No, hold on a second. Oh, yeah. So don't get all butthurt. If you don't like it, then you don't have to like it. But there's no need to get all butthurt here. Hopefully everybody can have a sense of humor today. This is titled, and first it was provided by Stoner, so if you do get mad, blame Stoner. It's his fault. This is titled, Some Are Worried About This.
Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, but before you judge me, know this. Yes, I was on the sex island, but only for the snorkeling. I didn't know anything about the kid stuff. No.
Yes. Oh, grab the goat. There we go. We did the thing. All right. Big Klaus Daniels. He's still here with us. Yes. Yes. Big and fat. This feels heavier than 17 pounds at this point. We're going to have to weigh him again. I'm not sure. Doing the Klaus ups every day so I look good in a tank top. It's mandatory. Big flap here. Why don't you check out your new toy? Yeah, what do you think? What do you think about that? Get that butt up there. Jesus loves us. Yeah, I'm going to take your toys. Anyways, getting into our official funny video of the day. This was provided by Simply Witchy. Come on, do the thing. Bam. What is this? I can't remember what this is anymore. We'll see. We'll see. This is titled, How I Feel.
I think it's crazy that we have anger management, but we don't have stupidity management. I can't be mad, but you get to be dumb. That's very unfair. Especially because 99% of the time I get mad, it's because somebody's doing something stupid. So you just walking around as obtuse as you want to be, but it's a bunch of nagging and finger wagging the moment I say something. I think it's...
Yep. Exactly. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to grab this Linktree link really quick. We're going to drop it in the chats. We're going to read through. And we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. I'm covered in Klaus hair. Thank you so much, Afro Man, for continuing the membership program over on Twitch for 15 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you. Thank you, Afro Man. Awesome. All right, hooligans, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we've got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You will also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through, and we got the pledge coming up, and then we will be raiding out over on Rumble. Matt Rogers, and now you're covered in cat hair. Yes, I am. It is. I got a fur coat right now. Ugh. He's over there cleaning himself. Throw the ball at him. Let him have it. Guess I'm heading to Taco Bell. We'll be safe out there. Thank you, Nana. I appreciate you being with us. Beck Frank, Jeff's butt's feeling saucy. Don't do that. No saucy butt today. It's just a little... I don't know what to say. I'm going to dig myself a hole here. That's not any better, but anyways. Thank you, Pumpkin. You're the bestest. Oh, Electric Hammer, I can't because I don't know what's in the video. And YouTube and Twitch are soft. Those platforms got shit community guidelines. But I'll check it out and we'll probably put it on the schedule tomorrow. Stoner, blame me. Yeah, it's Stoner's fault for having a sense of humor. What's up, Metal? Happy freedom to you. Back Frank, butt humor all day long. That's right. Making butt humor great again. What's up, Crazy Times? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Original? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Parabellum? Happy freedom. All you hooligans sliding through last minute here. What's up, Zencat? Happy freedom. Thank you so much for the PayPal, Zencat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, Klaus Daniels is huge. I'm gonna weigh him again because the last time I weighed him he was 17 pounds. But I think he's gaining a little weight here. Oh, I'll check it out, 10 Man. Thank you for looking it up. Thank you, Beck Frank. Appreciate you, Grinches, bro. All right, let's do the pledge really quick, and we're going to raid out. All right, hooligans. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Like I said, we're going to raid. Let's see who's live. Who's getting the raid today? Let's raid Rotella again because the last time we raided him, he was having tech issues. And I think he ended the live right after that. So I don't think he even got to see the raid. So let's do the thing. Get this all set up really quick. There we go. We're going to raid Rotella. Bam. Here we go.
what the men and women at ICE are doing every day. And let me say this about the attacks on ICE. I want you all to remember, ICE agents are mothers and fathers too. They don't hang their heart on.
Is that a Jeff Mack raid again, Mr. Mack? This guy. Let's go say hi to the hooligans, everybody. This guy, I hope the hooligans are wrestling fans because we're gonna watch some Hulk Hogan today. I hope. Hey, what's up, Mr. Mack? Thank you so much, man. Ghostly Method inside the chat. Kaz inside the chat. Grinch inside the chat. Beck, nice to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Where my friends, if you wanna follow Mr. Mack, I love doing this now. Look at this. I'm gonna watch Mr. Mack watch me. There's Mr. Mack. We're watching each other. My friends, if you want to follow Mr. Mack inside the dome, follow Mr. Mack inside the dome. There he is. Look at that guy. Look at that handsome guy right there, everybody. Watchmen, welcome in. Thank you so much. Sinned again, welcome in. You might want to stop sinning so much. All right, let's get back to Tom Homan. Here's what we're doing, everybody. We're watching Tom Homan. We're watching Chuck Schumer. We're watching a quick clip from South Park, and then we're watching a brigade of Hulk Hogan clips today, everybody. Ballyho to Hulk Hogan. Let's get back to Tom Homan outside the White House.
All right, that's Rotella there. He's awesome. He is awesome. All right, we're going to read through really quick. We are wrapping this up. Fantastic raid, you hooligans. He's very cool. Like I said, we're going to read through and we're wrapping this up, but we will be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. And tomorrow's Friday, so we will be doing the voice chat after the live over on jeffmaclive.com. If you get yourself a paid membership, you could join us in the voice chat. It is a lot of fun. We talk about just about everything. We research everything we talk about. We watch videos and listen to music, and we have a ton of fun. We laugh the entire time. Last week we were there until like 3:30 in the morning, and Wad fell asleep right on camera. It's a lot of fun. So definitely go get yourself a paid membership for jeffmaclive.com. That way you can join us for the voice chat tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to read through them. We're wrapping it up. Sam, you need you some sunglasses. I had sunglasses that I was wearing during the gaming lives, and people couldn't give me a break on it. It was just talking too much shit. I can't remember what we were doing. I think we were covering rallies. I think we were covering Trump rallies. We were doing like 2 or 3 a day, and my eyeballs were burning out of my head, and so I was wearing sunglasses, but everybody just kept giving me shit. Sam, Benjamin Ozzy this week. 10 man, me too. Yeah, I know, it's all over the internet, and now I keep hearing the theme song for Hulk Hogan and all that, like his walkout music. It's been quite the week. Plus, Quack, Mr. Rotella is awesome. I agree. He's very cool. Thank you, Too Old to Care. Appreciate you being with us. Thank you, Vinny C. Thank you, Cass. Appreciate you. Thank you, Beck Frank. Rad, yep, I watched South Park and King of the Hill. I haven't seen the new King of the Hill yet. I saw that South Park was making fun of President Trump, and I don't know. There's a video. I'm not sure if it's South Park or not, but it's like a Trump impersonator, but he's got like his little wiener out and it's talking to him and stuff. I don't know. It's fucking hilarious. I wish I could show it on the live, but I can't. I'm gonna be posting it on the website because I don't know where else I could post it. Parabellum just got off work. I'm glad you made it home safely. All right, hooligans, I think we are good to go. Like I said, we will be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. Go out into the world, be safe, but enjoy the rest of your day. Go find yourself some good food. I'm going to try and do the same. I'm going to try and make garlic butter steak bites. I've never done that before, but I was able to get my hands on some steak for about $5. I don't know if that's real cow or real Klaus. We'll figure it out. I'm going to try and make something new because I'm tired of eating the same old. But either way, I encourage you to go get some good food as well and make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.